morning, millennials. Welcome back to the Morning Toast. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone had a great Monday. We are now over the Monday blues, and it's a beautiful Tuesday. Another unseasonably
so warm,
uncomfortably warm day here in New York, and it's got to stop.
Even in this just light sweater, no jacket, I'm sweating. It is really so warm. I should have worn a t-shirt, but that just feels wrong.
No, I'm dressing for the day. It's November 10th. I'm not dressing for the weather. I'm dressing how people dress in November.
I know. Well, I switched it up to flats instead of boots to like take off a little bit of, show a little skin for you guys.
I mean, I'm fucking sweating in my big ass turtleneck from ASOS. It's like so cheap and itchy. Like I'm literally about to crawl out of my skin, but I'm fine.
I think it's going to rain this week, which now that I'm a dog mom, like I'm really looking forward to the rain because it washes away all the duty in the streets.
Oh my God, you are so wrong.
No. I mean, I know that like it'll be annoying to take him out. I'll have to like go to scaffolded areas or he'll go on the wee mat in my house, but there's like the streets need to be cleaned and the rain will wash it all away.
First of all, that's like not how it works. I feel like the rain makes everything dirtier because then like the trash is just like wet trash sitting on the street. And then when you have a dog and it rains in the city, first of all, the dogs never go to the bathroom outside. They like can't figure it out. They like lick the rain. And then they get, every time you go out for just like an average pee, should take 5 seconds, takes 30 minutes, and they come back soaking wet. It's the most annoying thing. Me and Margaret were just having this conversation. When it rains, it's so annoying to have a dog.
Yeah, no, I understand that part, but I think it will clean the parts of the street that bother me. I actually don't have a lot of like trash on my block, but like there's other dogs pee and stuff like that. So just a clean slate, tabula rasa.
We have a great show for you guys today. I watched so much TV last night. Like it was.
What did you watch? There was nothing on.
Okay, so I watched The Undoing.
Okay.
Which is only 3 episodes in on HBO Max. Excellent. You will love it. Nicole Kidman is a redhead, and it's just not what you expect. I don't want to tell you what it's about because I didn't know what it was about, and it was just shocking.
But should I wait till there's more episodes?
No, because like the whole world is watching, so like you want to watch it with the world.
Really? I did that with McMillions, and like I was annoyed that I had to then wait.
Oh, I did not know that the world was watching McMillions. I don't know. I think more of the world is watching The Undoing.
Is it a limited series?
I don't know. I just know it's an HBO show. It's giving me major Big Little Lies vibes. And over the weekend, the people that I was with, like everyone was talking about it. It's only 3 episodes in, and it's so good.
Ooh, that's tough. I just love like to watch my miniseries all together. Just have a little snack, like Chernobyl. If I had watched that like week to week, it wouldn't have had the same effect on me.
I'm usually not a proponent of week to week watching. I can't believe there was once a time in our society where we watched everything week to week. It's brutal. Like, it's truly savagery. But I actually really like this show, and I don't mind waiting week to week. It's like, I haven't watched week to week something since Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. And, you know, sometimes it's nice to change things up.
Well, last night I watched the week to week version of Filthy Rich because, like, I'm sure the last few episodes are still playing out, even though it was canceled. Yeah. If you don't follow us on Instagram, but you listen to the show, you know that yesterday we predicted, because of our love for it, immense love, that it would be canceled. And sure enough, it is canceled. I know you don't feel as strongly about this as I do, but I feel like it's not too late. Like, and you know why I have this feeling? Because of A Place to Call Home. It was like supposed to end like at the end of season 2, but then there was a season 3 because there was so much fan love for it. And I just feel like with the power of the toasters, it's not inconceivable that we could all like catch up, watch the next 2 episodes, and show them like there is a real audience for this show.
Yeah. I mean, I love the hope. I really do. My only concern is that I wasn't necessarily surprised when it got canceled because I had not heard about it from anyone or anything. Like, I just saw a commercial for it and it stuck in my mind as something I might want to watch. I don't know, besides us, like if there is literally any other person who watches it. Like when GCB got canceled, like I knew tons of people watching it. Like Nashville, I'm like, I see it everywhere. Like everyone's talking about it. It made no sense. This actually like makes a decent amount of sense. Like I don't know anyone watching it.
No, to me, this falls in the same category as GCB. And then Nashville was different, but Nashville found a home at CMT. Like maybe it needs to find another home. I just feel like I agree with what you're saying, but I feel like everyone's always like, use your platform, use your platform. Like I want to use my platform to save Filthy Rich.
I think when people say use your platform, they're not talking about that.
But like I'm going to use it. Thanks for telling me to use it.
Okay. Also, another thing that I watched was Jeopardy, the first episode without Alex Trebek. The producer, very handsome young thing, started out the show. It's all pre-recorded, but he recorded like a little thing of himself, like just saying how, you know, the whole community and all the producers, the showrunners, everything, they're devastated. And Alex like loved the show so much and insisted on recording all the episodes up until 2 weeks ago. And he got like a little choked up. It was very sweet. And then at the end of the episode, it was dedicated in memory to Alex Trebek. So it was a little I feel weird watching things like posthumously. Like it gives me like a little like ghosty vibe, but it was very sweet and it was nice to see him. And I really felt like Alex Trebek was watching down on me because there in the first round was a category on podcasts.
What were the questions?
There was one about Bill Nye's podcast, one about, it was really random. Like not even Joe Rogan. Like it was.
Bill Nye has a podcast?
Yeah, they're like, this science guy uses his podcast, Today's Science or whatever it's called. It was super random. I'm just like, such a narcissist. Like I'm like, there's going to be one about the toast. Like, and I would have like actually died, but like I need to relax and take several seats because that's like not.
Was there any like proper, like they didn't talk about Joe Rogan. That's a miss. Were there any rightful questions like about podcasts that actually are popping?
Not that I remember. I knew most of them, but it was like really random. Oh, like Conan O'Brien. What's this late night host? And I knew it was Conan immediately. I don't remember the other ones, but they weren't memorable. Like, yeah, it was just not it. But it was. I felt it was Alex Trebek connecting with me.
Oh, for sure. That's beautiful.
And then the other thing I watched was Dancing with the Stars. Because
how many people are left?
A million.
Okay.
Like I couldn't believe how many people were left.
Because like it's feeling from like the social media viewership, it's feeling like there's 3 people left.
I think maybe now there's 5.
Okay.
Neve, Caitlin Bristow, Justina Machado, Nelly, and Sky. Did I say Caitlin?
Yeah.
Okay, so 5. And then AJ McLean went home last night.
Okay.
So I just feel like we've been talking about it a lot, and I really haven't watched that much since the beginning of the season. So I wanted to like, see what was going on, check in. And it's just honestly, like, it's so insufferable. Like, there is absolutely no world where Caitlin is not the best dancer on the show. Like, she's just immaculate. And the scoring makes no sense.
I thought she got 3 10s.
No, for sure. I'm saying for her. But see, it reminds me, remember when you said when you guys judge the Redheads book, you judge them within themselves, not compared to other books?
Yep.
So it's like Nelly, who is so sweet and such a P-Jom, but just like, doesn't have the chops to dance. He got an 8. He averaged an 8, and like Caitlin got a 10. And like in no world were those 2 dances even remotely comparable. But it's like they're judging Nelly against himself because like, he's getting better.
He got an 8 for him.
Yeah, and so it just like the scoring makes no sense. And I actually think Derek Huff is a very good judge, and he's only there because Len, because of COVID, lives in London, can't travel. I actually think like he needs to stay because the judging is just so archaic. Tyra Banks is actually getting a lot better. And I think that she could have a real future as the Dancing with the Stars permanent co-host. So I'm glad for her for that. I think it's all good and well. And other than that, the show was just like a little too much for me. Like it's so many commercials and so many like pre-packaged packages. All right, we're going to take a pause. There's construction going on. One second.
Louise.
Okay.
We need to find out what time their lunch break is.
Yeah, and then record the show.
And then record at that time because that is just not going to work. And it sounds like, they've got a big project going on. And
of course, special project.
It's going to be ongoing. And so that's just not going to work like construction in my ear.
And those are the 3 things that I watched last night. Did you watch anything besides Filthy Rich?
No, I was very busy with little Bruno last night. I did a Peloton ride, which you would have thought nothing to report home. But I hit I beat my personal record, which I haven't done since August, like when I was like stronger. And it just made me feel really good because I was like feeling really weak for a while. And then I don't know what happened last night. I used one of my daily mixes on Spotify. The songs were popping, Getaway Car, Fly With Me. And I was just transported and I hit a PR, 246 output and 30-minute ride. If you're a Pelotoaster, you know what that means to me.
Yeah, I definitely don't work out a lot, but I do know that like a playlist can change the world when it comes to working out. One time, I've only taken a handful of SoulCycle classes, and one time I took this random class where she played Honey, I'm Good by Andy Grammer. And like, I wouldn't consider that like a workout song, but something with like how the rhythm when you tap your pedals, and it really just like set me into another universe.
Yeah, so I'm feeling good about that. We have actually some Peloton news today, so Pelotoasters perk up. It's some good news. And other than that, yeah, it was just, a run-of-the-mill day. Got a lot of stuff done.
I cultivated a vibe in the living room again. And I have to say, ever since I've stopped spending, 23 out of 24 hours a day in my bed, I'm sleeping much better because there's something about, like, getting into bed at 11 o'clock as opposed to like getting back into bed at 11 o'clock. You know, when you've been like hanging out there all day.
Well, actually, thanks to Bruno, I'm spending a lot of time in my living room, and I don't hit the bed until it's time
for bed,
which is weird and a new sensation.
No, and I kind of like it.
Yeah.
It's quite enjoyable.
Yeah, my couch is a nice place to be.
Yeah, at first it didn't feel warm to me because I've literally lived in my apartment for 2 years and not spent more than 10 minutes at a time in my living room. But now that I'm like cultivating vibes, spending more time, you know, getting to know the place, it's really, it's becoming a place I could see myself in, you know?
Yeah. Also, something that I did that happened yesterday that changed my day, and now I remember what I was doing all day. I was just enjoying the love of Bruno because he had his first grooming session with Theo's groomer, styled by Allie. And
she's a star.
She's amazing. He literally was just like a ball of delicious sweetness. Mm-hmm. And I was just enjoying how good he smelled and how clean he was.
Yes, there's nothing better than the day after Allie comes and Theo's just like walking around looking like a prince and smelling like an absolute, sometimes he smells like, I don't know, like a movie star, like so rich and delicious.
Like a movie star. He was wearing Proverbs 31.
Yeah, literally. Submitted by Kim Cattrall.
Totally. So that was a really nice part of my day. And also I wanted to say, yes, we had a really busy day because we were recording some stuff after the show. And we recorded an interview with Lauren Elizabeth because her new clothing line, Lauren Elizabeth Collection, drops today. So if you're listening to the podcast, the interview will be at the end of this episode. It's so fun. She's a podcasting queen. If you haven't listened to Mood, you're missing out.
If you're watching this on YouTube, the interview is only available as podcast. So head over there because she also gives out a special code for her Lauren Elizabeth Collection drop, which she dropped the cutest. It's today. I don't know. Maybe everything is sold out, but she dropped the cutest collection of loungewear, like very chic,
cozy,
like you could wear it out and
ribbed.
about.
The code will tell you. We'll spoil it for you just in case you want to head over now. The code is Toasters20, Lauren Elizabeth Collection.
It's really, really cute. So enjoy that interview. Make sure to check out Lauren's collection and Lauren's podcast on our podcast network, Toast News Network, Mood with Lauren Elizabeth, dropping episodes every Wednesday.
It's a mood with Lauren Elizabeth.
Should we dive in? I know we actually have 6 stories today. So like,
I whittled it down to 5. I made the harsh cuts that needed to be made in order to give you the fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
And today, I'm honored and proud to say that the episode is brought to you by Palmer's new hemp oil calming relief body lotion and body oil. The #1 cocoa butter brand introduces new hemp oil collection. Palmer's new hemp oil calming relief body lotion and body oil calms, soothes, and hydrates even your driest skin. With a special blend of 100% natural hemp seed oil and skin-nourishing cocoa butter for highly effective skin healing. I've been using Palmer's cocoa butter like forever on my lips and stretch marks, and it's just like such a fabulous brand. It's a type of brand where it's like, you release something, I trust you.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's a trustworthy brand.
100%. It's a family brand. I feel like really safe in the arms of Palmer. It's ideal for sensitive and eczema-prone skin. They provide dry skin relief with its powerful moisturizers. Hemp oil body oil soothes irritation, boosts hydration, and improves skin's texture and radiance, while the hemp oil body lotion clinically is proven to improve irritation, dryness, and itching. If you double up and layer the lotion on top of the oil, you will achieve maximum hydration. Palmer's hemp oil skincare collection is dermatologist tested, hypoallergenic, and safe for sensitive skin. You can find these products in store and online at Walmart, Target, Walgreens, or Amazon. The price is less than $10 each, so you got to choose Palmer's. Choose what's real.
Love it. Okay, let's start with like the big news of the day. Tea is being spilled by Larsa Pippen. Yeah. She's breaking her silence on her falling out with Kim Kardashian. She's blaming Kanye West and Travis Scott. Months after Kim and Larsa unfollowed each other on Instagram, fans of the Kardashian-Jenner family are finally getting answers about their falling out. The 46-year-old Real Housewives of Miami alum, Justice for Real Housewives of Miami.
Yes, big time Justice Leah Black, woohoo.
Who has been friends with Kim, Kourtney, and Khloe for years, broke her silence on Hollywood Raw podcast on Monday, citing Kanye as the reason for their issues.
Do you smell that?
What?
Desperation. That's what I fucking smell.
I'm like, what, RDH?
No, it's like, this fire, we gotta go.
She said, if Kanye feels like him and Kim are better without me, then let them be without me. I'm okay with that. I will survive. I want everyone to be happy. Fans noticed in July that Kim wasn't keeping up with Larsa on social media anymore. At the time, Kim had said she wanted to reset her account to just her family and her childhood friends. And that was something that I believed, and I really didn't think there was going to be this sort of rift with Larsa. But Larsa says, I didn't feel any type of way. I just felt like, do what's best for your family. I love you. You and I are best friends. We've been through everything together. I would never do anything to jeopardize our friendship. We're like sisters. We're family. But if you have to unfollow me to make your home a better place, do it. She said, he talks so much about me being this and that. I'm assuming Kanye, and this and that. I just feel like Kanye was in a place where he really didn't trust anyone with Kim. She went on to slam Kanye several times, claiming that he's brainwashed his wife and her sisters. When asked what she would say to the rapper if she saw him, Larsa said, I don't know. Where's the love? The funny thing is I love him. I love all of them. Nothing has happened where it's like I'll never talk to them again. I feel like people going through different things and people handle problems differently.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much to unpack here. I feel like the two major takeaways for me from this interview were that she kind of blames the rift on Kanye. Mm-hmm. And she like happened to mention that like she was actually seeing Tristan before Chloe. And then like she flew Tristan out to LA. And then like 10 days later he was dating Chloe. And like she didn't even care because she doesn't want to date someone who doesn't want to date her. That's what she said. I don't know if I believe that. But the real shocking thing to me is now that she's gone on this podcast and like kind of aired the dirty laundry, like there's no going back. Like you fight with friends, whatever. Maybe you don't talk for a few months, but there's always the possibility of, coming back together. But
especially in the way that she describes it, like she keeps saying she has so much love for them. Like maybe, they're at different places in their lives, and the way that Larsa is right now is not someone that Kanye and Kim like want to be around all the time.
But they're just like drifting apart.
But like people can also drift back together, but
100%.
Not when you go on a podcast and air all of your dirty laundry.
No, so this
and
makes
say that
it
your
official.
best friend's husband is brainwashing her and her whole family.
So this makes it official. Now it's like the Kardashians and Larsa will never be friends again, and that's what I find so interesting because someone like Larsa, whose entire like livelihood is really centered around being a Kardashian affiliate, I'm surprised that she would. It's not even like she's going on Joe Rogan. Like she would go on a random podcast and just like spill the beans. And I'm sure she's getting a lot of press for it, but that like fades super quickly. And I'm really surprised that she would be so short-sighted.
Yeah. And I'm not going to lie. From what I saw of Larsa on the show, I did really like her energy. I thought she was really funny. And I think that she kept like a lot of things light and fun and just was always down to have a good time. And I'm going to miss her. Not that we saw so much of her, just that fight with that girl, Sarah, where I just like could not.
It was so funny.
Like the world is full of Larsas and Sarahs.
It's so true.
And I just like really liked her. But I also could see from what she's describing, the only part of this that doesn't make sense to me is that she would take it to a podcast. Because if it's like, if she still can say that she has so much love for them and that nothing happened and, it's just different now, I don't know why you would like put the nail in the coffin on that friendship.
Yeah, no, it's bizarre, especially when the friendship is so much more than a friendship. It's literally a livelihood.
Right. And it's like a years-long friendship.
Right. That's what's sad. It's like, honestly, say what you want about the Kardashians, but all the people that they surround themselves with are people who they have known for like 10 plus years. Like loyalty is such an important thing to them. And like, they don't even care. Like they don't want to be friends with you like because you're cool or whatever. Like it's because you're a loyal friend and you've known them forever. So like when this is like a Jordan Woods, like when we break up with a friend of a very long time, it's sad and it's really shocking because the Kardashians are very loyal people. Like everyone around them, Simon, Jonathan, like they've been around for years.
Yeah.
It's shocking.
I'm going to miss her. I didn't realize it until we were talking about it. I like...
Aside from that one episode, I feel as though I don't know what she brought to the table and I don't care at all about her being gone.
I don't know. I think she was a good addition. Like, there's others I'd rather see go first.
Who?
I don't know. But if I thought long enough about it.
I feel like I don't know what she contributed. Aside from that one episode where I actually did, like, agree with her 100%. I don't know. She was never really ever in the show otherwise. Was she?
No, but I just feel like, just from, like, seeing her on Instagram and, like, what she's about, I just feel like she's a fun girl.
Yeah. But at the same time, I feel like she's in a... Even though it appears like she's at the same place in her life as like the other girls, like with her kids, I feel like they're actually very different. I feel like Larsa like likes to party and is like single and like on the prowl, and I don't think the other girls are like that.
For sure, but that's the exact thing that I'm talking about, where it's like this. Okay, the single part, no, but like likes to party. Like everyone needs that party friend in their life, but there does come a time when you graduate from the party friend, and I feel like that's where we're at.
And I feel like for a while, Chloe was like kind of the last one still in the party phase, and now it's like exclusively Kylie.
Yeah.
And Kylie's not hanging out with Larsa.
And also maybe it was really like quarantine, you know, even if you were a party girl before quarantine, like things change.
You know what?
The party girls are forced to stay home.
Check on your local party girl because we are not doing okay, you guys. Like, it's been a very hard time for us. So, you know, if your friend is like that girl, like check on her because she's fucking lonely. It's isolating, you guys. Very depressing.
I can't imagine having gone into a quarantine in like the peak of my party girl days. Because I like graduated from Party Girl Academy years before this happened, and I was really ready for, you know, a lot of things. I mean, I wish I had Bruno Sweets at the beginning, but you know, man plans. God gets you a puppy 8 months later.
But if you take anything away from this episode, it's check on your local party girl.
Yeah, she's
your local town drunk, okay? Because we're suffering.
Yeah, she's suffering
big time.
Okay, next story is a story I don't know if you've heard yet, but I'm really, really looking forward to getting your thoughts. Because I'm pretty sure, if I know you well, it's a person that you don't like.
Oh, okay.
And there's nothing better than that.
I love that.
The Grinch musical is coming to NBC.
What do you mean? If I sent you this story.
You did?
To talk about.
Oh, I found it myself.
Of course we need to talk about this because I hate this person.
Okay, I'm just going to tell you the deets and then Claudia's going to go off. Love it.
Okay.
The Grinch musical is coming to NBC. All is sounding really good until with Matthew Morrison.
Boo, 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 boo.
The Grinch is hitting the small screen. NBC is bringing the classic Dr. Seuss tale to life in a new musical holiday special airing December 4th. It will be a 2-hour production titled Dr. Seuss's The Grinch Musical from the Troubadour Wembley Park Theatre in London, starring Glee alum Matthew Morrison as the titular character. Titular reminds me of Moira Rose. Morrison has also been in The Good Wife and Grey's Anatomy, and he starred as J.M. Barrie in a 2015 Broadway production of Finding Neverland. He also is Mr. Shoe in Glee, which is really the only thing that qualifies him for this role.
No, actually, in terms of qualifications, let me be totally fair and unbiased.
Grey's Anatomy?
In terms of qualifications, he's definitely qualified.
100%.
His background, Glee, Broadway, like
he's a triple threat.
It's not about talent because I do think that he has it.
I'm saying they were citing other things that he's been in, like Grey's Anatomy, but that doesn't tell you why he's great for this part. Glee shows you why he's like.
They called him the Glee alum.
They did?
Oh, yeah, they did. You read it.
Sorry.
So this concept is sensational. You know, a 2-hour Grinch NBC musical. Love the songs, the music of Grinch.
I don't see the word live in here, so I love it.
So it'll be good.
So it'll be good.
So that's great. But I do think that we are entering dangerous territory when we start casting people like Matthew Morrison. And here's why. He played the somewhat iconic role of Will Schuester, the substitute teacher and Glee teacher on the hit show Glee, where he was just consistently like very inappropriate with the children, and it was all made to like seem okay. And now when we like go back and watch some of the shit Mr. Schue like did and said, it's like so fucking weird. And I hated Matthew Morrison like as the show was on. I just like something about like his curly hair and his butt chin. Like,
you want to know why? Because he reminds you of Justin Timberlake. They're so similar. It's a similar vibe. If you hate one, you hate them all.
That is true. That is very, very true. And I think it was also like in the show, the kids were so supremely talented. Like all of them were really, really stars. And yeah, we were always listening to Mr. Schue sing. And we're like, bitch, move the fuck over. Like the kids are better than you. At least for me, that was the main problem. And something about, I can't put my finger on why Matthew Morrison like bothers me so much, but it's not just me. It's a whole society of people.
Yes, there is a real group of people who really don't like Matthew Morrison.
No, and we deserve to have our voices be heard. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I want to give a voice to those people because we are not okay with this. Like we are taking a perfectly good idea and we're ruining it.
Yeah. Also, a new fun fact about Matthew Morrison is that he was engaged to Chrishell. And now this is the second time that like Chrishell has entered my mind in the Fast Five this morning because she also showed a home to Larsa.
Also, another thing.
And Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars. So they were out last week. So Chrishell wasn't on this episode, but Gleb was because like the pros like stick around and like clap, you know, for other people. And it was weird to see him. I feel like he felt awkward. And like I felt awkward, looking at him, feeling awkward, you know?
Yeah. Some more of the cast, though. Some good casting news. Dennis O'Hare will co-star as Old Max. Boo Boo Stewart, who is from Twilight, Descendants, and Julie and the Phantoms.
Who is she in Twilight?
He was one of Jacob's... What?
Oh, one of the wolves.
Seth, yeah. And then he's also one of the main 4 in Descendants.
Got it.
And he's the best. And he will be playing young Max. And Max is
the dog. There's a young Max.
And Amelia Minto, who's a
By the
newcomer.
way, what's with this guy Boo Boo constantly playing dogs? First he's a wolf, now he's a dog.
I don't know. Amelia Minto will portray Cindy Lou Who. Oh. She's a newcomer, so maybe it'll be her big break.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know any of the people you just named, but I'm happy for them all. And as long as it's good, like, I will be watching.
I will be watching. I mean, I don't know if I'll actually watch it, but like I'm going to plan to watch it.
Yeah, of course, no, but who knows where I'm going to be. I might have laundry to do. The Grinch is truly one of my favorite Christmas movies. There's so many elements to it that make it such a success. I mean, of course, Jim Carrey, like the best actor of all time. Then there's Jenny Humphrey, who plays the little girl, which is just iconic, singing Where Are You Christmas, written by Mariah Carey. Then added another layer, Molly Shannon is the mom, and that scene where she's decorating her Christmas house, like trying to get it better than her neighbors, like is literally my favorite scene of all time. And also the mayor is played by someone else whose name I can't remember, but it's just an iconic cast of people.
It is. It's an amazing movie, and I really hope that they do it justice.
And I hope they never redo it. Like, I like this version.
And maybe this could be the thing that turns you on Matthew Morrison.
No, I don't think so. No, I appreciate
you're too far gone.
I'm too turned, but I really do appreciate the optimism and light you bring to this show, but not today.
Okay. Maybe another time.
Not today.
I know that Theo is upset that he was passed on the role as Max.
Yeah.
But you know what? You can't have them all.
Look at him. He's so down in the dumps. Like,
he's down in the dumps. But there's always next time, Theo.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. Your time will come.
He's going to get the role of Toto.
For sure. Okay,
and it's going to be TT.
Some exciting news for Pelotosters. Beyonce has a new collab with Peloton. Beyonce and Peloton have teamed up on a multi-year deal that will bring a series of themed workouts paying homage to historically black colleges and universities, and the timing couldn't be better. Playing off of Homecoming, her iconic Coachella concert film, Beyonce's helped create cycling, running, strength, boot camp, yoga, and meditation classes with Peloton to commemorate the annual fall homecoming season at HBCUs. The singer was already the most requested artist among the fitness company's 3.6 million members, so the collab makes total sense. Where can you request artists? I have a lot of requests to make. Yeah. I've never seen a suggestion box.
You're going to request Matthew Morrison?
I'm going to request Taylor Swift, honestly.
Honestly, for this partnership, I think is such a good idea. And I always feel like whenever it's announced like who Beyonce's partnering with, it just like makes so much sense. I feel like the partnerships department at Beyonce HQ like is just geniuses. Like every time with the Ivy Park, and then it was at Topshop, and then it's like a part of Adidas. Like it's just everything she does is like really, really smart.
Really, really smart. In addition, Beyonce and Peloton are gifting 2-year digital memberships to students at 10 different HBCUs, which provide access to the fitness classes through the Peloton app that can be used with or without equipment. So I think this is such a great partnership. It's great for the brands, and it's also, this is something that really benefits the consumers because Beyonce themed rides are going to be amazing. I used to do some Beyonce themed rides when I used to go to SoulCycle, and there's just so many good motivating songs, and I'm glad that her catalog is coming to Peloton. I think the entire experience will benefit from it. I
agree. I actually saw a funny TikTok of a girl who didn't want to pay like $3,000 for a Peloton, so she brought her bike into her house and like set it up on this machine that like makes it stationary, and then put the Peloton app on her TV, and it honestly worked beautifully.
Yeah, that sounds.
But then she just has like a bike in her living room, like a real bike.
That sounds like,
which is kind of dirty.
A good idea.
But it's a good idea, yeah.
Yeah. Along with the big partnership coming during homecoming season, the timing is also good for the company in the stock market because Peloton was up with the Q and now it's down with announcement of vaccine, but now this is good for news for them again.
Yeah, I wonder if they were really impacted business-wise by the SoulCycle bike. I actually know a lot of people who have it.
Yeah, and I feel like now anyone who's seeking to get a bike is really on the fence, and I feel like if the SoulCycle bike had existed when I was bike buying, I would have gotten the SoulCycle bike.
100%.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because SoulCycle has so many customers, and those customers bought Pelotons because SoulCycle took a year too long to come out with a bike, and it probably keeps them up at night because it's so dumb.
Not even a year too long, like 4 months too long.
The timing was just so bad.
Yeah, but I'm sure people are still buying.
Yeah, no,
bikes,
I'm sure it's successful, but
it could have been
huge.
Aces.
Yeah.
Aces. Okay, next story, a follow-up from yesterday. Who will replace Alex Trebek as the Jeopardy host?
Oh, sorry. The other thing I wanted to say about watching Jeopardy that I totally forgot to mention is that in the first round, one of the categories was hosted by Ken Jennings. So every time somebody chose from that category, they had a video of Ken Jennings reciting the clue, which just really made me think like he definitely is a contender.
That's what people are saying. Apparently, he has been like producing some of the show, and they've really been like grooming him for the job. But other names that are being thrown around are George Stephanopoulos.
I don't think that's going to work because George Stephanopoulos does politics. And I think that Jeopardy is like a universal show and they need someone who's like totally neutral.
Also,
I think.
At one point, Alex Trebek, he might have been joking, but he nominated fellow pop culture icon Betty White.
I think he was joking, but I would accept it.
Ken Jennings, who to me is looking like the front runner.
Yeah.
Alex Faust, who is the LA Kings hockey announcer.
Yes, I heard that. Like, Alex just really respected him and, like, thought he had a nice voice.
Yeah, I feel like...
that could work.
Like, someone who just has, like, hosting chops, who we don't know that well, who's going to make their mark at Jeopardy. Not someone who's made their mark, we know so much about them, and then they're going to bring all that to Jeopardy. I do think it could be someone like that. Also, CNN legal analyst Laura Coates was a name floated by Trebek. And I think those were the 6. Yeah, those are the 6 in the mix.
I mean, they all sound like perfectly good options, and I'm sure any of them would be like decent at the job. But I do think that it's so much more than like being able to do the job. It's just like what it means. And I really think Ken Jennings is the guy. And it would be like a really, really beautiful like way to end the story if it went to Ken Jennings.
I agree, and it's a great message. It's like not only if you're going to be the smartest and the best, like you will win the prizes and whatever, but like, you know, it could aspire to be even more. And I feel like it also really encourages like people, makes being smart cool.
100%. It makes it being smart can make you a celebrity.
Yeah.
And I feel
be like famous for your smarts.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And I just think for a million reasons of all the people you named, Ken Jennings is like so clearly the right person for it. And all he needs is like a couple, classes on enunciation, hosting, reading off a teleprompter. It's easy.
And people have said, I was concerned yesterday, but people have said that he is warmth and he can bring the warmth into the living room.
Well, so yesterday I was saying this category was all Ken Jennings reading the clue, and I feel like it was really like a trial run for him. And he looked mad cute. I did have some problem with his enunciation. That was the beauty of Alex Trebek. I think it was his Canadian accent. Like he just announced everything perfectly, like in terms of pronouncing words that were like foreign or hard to say. That is a really huge skill. So we'll see. We will see, you guys. We'll see.
We shall see. Okay.
See, we shall.
Fifth and final story. Some happy news. The viral Dreams skateboarder has gotten engaged. Congrats are in order for the Fleetwood Mac Dreams skateboarder Nathan Apodaca. He popped the question to his girlfriend and she said yes. Sources close to the couple tell TMZ that Nathan proposed to his girlfriend Estella on Saturday night in Las Vegas, dropping to one knee at the Nobu Hotel inside Caesar's Palace.
This is like the sweetest story, and every time I hear an update on this guy who, if you don't know, he made a TikTok that went completely viral of him like riding down, we've spoken about it on the Toast.
Yeah.
Riding down, I think he lives in Phoenix, like this beautiful highway, the sun is setting, he's drinking some Ocean Spray cranberry juice on his longboard, and it just like people were really vibing to it. And
listening to Dreams by Fleetwood Mac.
Right, and now they literally took that TikTok and made a commercial for TikTok with it. It just blew up. 1 million celebrities replicated it. He's getting brand deals. He has merch. He has like 10 million followers on TikTok now.
He has a lifetime supply of Ocean Spray, and they gifted him a
truck. So I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like he's like a good guy. Like the first, like, okay, so he got famous, and a month later, the first thing he did, he's obviously making a lot of money now, like is buy his longtime girlfriend a ring. Like that's literally so sweet.
So sweet. I feel like it's been a while since we've had one of these like viral sensation moments where some ordinary person just becomes a superstar overnight, and it's always really exciting.
I can't believe he hasn't been on Ellen yet. She's like always monopolizing on like viral sensations.
Trends. Yeah.
Mostly kids, but still.
Yeah, that's a good point. It really has. I can't remember the last one that we've had.
Yeah, I remember Alex from Target.
Yeah, but even Mason Ramsey, like that's how he started.
Mason Ramsey's the last one.
The selfie kid from the Super Bowl.
Okay, that was so...
That guy, I mean,
it was
he's
so
a kid,
manufactured.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying he was a cute kid. I'm saying the whole... career created around him was so manufactured. It wasn't like this went naturally, organically viral. Like people just vibed with it. Literally, no, I didn't even look twice at that kid at the selfie, and suddenly he's like the selfie kid. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
that was manufactured by literally like a talent agency. It was fake.
The backpack kid.
Yes.
That feels like another manufactured one to me.
No, he seemed more real to me because like I actually had seen him do that weird dance move, like virally on certain social media platforms, but it wasn't as big as me. I think Mason Ramsey is probably the most recent one who really became famous.
Yeah, from like just an ordinary moment.
in an ordinary Walmart in an ordinary town in America.
But with an extraordinary kid.
And an extraordinary talent. Sounds like the end of a Hallmark movie. Oh, also one thing that I meant to send you as a story today. Hulu is now releasing their own Christmas movies, and they're releasing the first one ever with a lesbian main character by Kristen Stewart.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing.
Oh, and the supportive, gay best friend is Dan Levy.
Oh my God, that sounds so good.
Yeah.
Competition is great for the consumers, you guys.
100%. When they compete, we win.
We win.
So now
more
we have
Christmas movies.
More Christmas movies, more diversity. The Bachelorette is on tonight, Tayshia's first episode.
That'll be good.
Yeah, I was thinking about it last night, and of course I love Tayshia and I'm excited, but she's going to be great at being the Bachelorette, thus making the show a little boring. Something about Claire breaking all the rules and getting angry with all of her decisions makes it much more interesting to watch.
I completely agree.
So when we recap it, we're just going to be here I love Tayshia.
Yeah, who will she choose?
Yeah, she's such a great girl.
So many connections.
Yeah, so I'm sure there'll be more to it that's interesting, but at the end of the day, I feel like she's just going to be a really good Bachelorette. I feel like she really appreciates the opportunity she's been giving, which makes it a little boring.
Yeah, no, it's just run-of-the-mill Bachelorette, the most dramatic season.
But we'll still be here recapping it because what else is there to do?
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it.
And we have a big week of TV. Wednesday we have Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, which I literally cannot wait for.
We should have a watch party.
And I think
get the pups together.
That's also Real Housewives of Orange County.
Yes, and then Thursday is Kardashian Southern Charm.
Oh, and also tomorrow night is the CMA Awards.
Oh, busy.
It's been a whole year since we hit that red carpet, and honestly, it hit us right back.
Yeah, no, we needed the year to recover.
Yeah, no, honestly, the CMA Awards, doing the red carpet, I think we've done it now 3 years in a row, are literally it's the best day of my life.
Yeah, we should watch the live stream on Wednesday, before the awards, and then watch the awards.
Okay.
Watch our stream, except it'll make me sad because I was so snatched, and now I'm anti-snatched.
I don't know what I was going to say. I was going to say thank you guys, but do you have anything else you want to say before I wrap up?
No, just want to thank Theo, once again for being, the best addition to our show.
I 100% thought he was going to throw up because he's, been having belly problems. And remember when he threw up on the show a few months ago? That was so sad.
Yeah.
But I didn't want him to.
At least he waited till the end of the show.
Right, so maybe if I wrap up, he'll get up and throw up.
Yes, and if you're listening as a podcast, we're wrapping up, but then you're going right into your interview with Lauren Elizabeth, and it's premium, and she's going to let you know how to get some bed vibes going. Productivity, bed vibes, making the bed the place to be. We are ending bed shaming culture.
It was a really fabulous episode. She's just so funny and easy to podcast with, and she's just a toaster, so it's fabulous to talk to her.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for listening to The Morning Toast, Millennial Morning Show, where we deliver the fast 5 stories that you need to know every Monday through Friday on YouTube. So if you're watching us on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast anywhere podcasts can be found. So on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Radio, iHeartRadio, CastBox, all the places. So wherever you listen to podcasts, find us, The Morning Toast, and leave a 5-star review about how beautiful, stunning, and smart we are. We hope you have an amazing day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
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 Goodbye. Goodbye.